Track Litecoin Twitter stats and sentiment. Do you think it's difficult to track Litecoin Twitter stats and sentiment? Maybe you're following some wrong guidelines in the struggle of achieving your goals. But don't worry, we won't leave you hanging in the middle. We'll provide proper guidelines about how you can track Litecoin Twitter stats and sentiment. Litecoin is an affordable option for those who couldn't take advantage of Bitcoin's rally. Bitcoin still has the potential to grow bigger in the future, but many investors are now reluctant to put their money in it. However, they're eagerly willing to jump into this world so they may also grow their money. In this situation, Litecoin can be the most remarkable solution to their problem. And the interesting part is that you can easily track Litecoin Twitter stats and sentiment to plan your investment. The only problem is that many investors aren't aware of how they can take advantage of this facility. When you search for topics like blockchain and cryptocurrency, you'd see millions of people talking about Bitcoin, but you'd hardly find anyone talking about Litecoin. That's because Bitcoin has now become a reputable brand and the crypto world is now recognized by this name. So, if you want to invest your money in another coin like Litecoin, you'd have to conduct in-depth research on your own. Thankfully, this video is going to help you find out how you can track Litecoin Twitter stats and sentiment. So, without any further ado, let's jump right into it. Litecoin news. Litecoin news must be one of your top priorities if you want to track Litecoin Twitter stats and sentiment actively. This account shares important information about Litecoin every few minutes, and the team actively responds to the questions asked by the investors. You get to read many interesting comments under their tweets. These comments basically work as a guide to make your decision of buying or selling the coin at a given time. Litecoin Learner. This account is really interesting because it shares amazing tips and tricks for those who want to invest money in Litecoin. It's not the only place where you can learn Litecoin investment, but the reason why it's different from others is that it's totally free. It's a group of professional traders who have spent a lot of time trading in Litecoin. So, they understand all the ins and outs of this coin and they can guide you nicely. They're always ready to share their knowledge with the beginners who are interested in learning the details of Litecoin. Charlie Lee. Charlie Lee is an active Litecoin trader who regularly shares his trading strategies on Twitter. If you've worked as a trader, you must be familiar with the fact that the trading strategies need to be altered depending on the behavior of the currency you're trading in. Charlie has designed a number of amazing strategies that are perfectly fine for Litecoin trading. So, if you really want to make some profit in this field, you should follow him on Twitter so you may track Litecoin Twitter stats and sentiment.